right now. There it is.
And it's a very interesting loading screen. So basically, No Kuni 2 is the story of Evan. He's an 11-year-old king. He was the king of Ding Dong Dell up until the evil chancellor is making a coup. And Evan has to flee the kingdom and hide in the mountain. So the segment we're showing now is in the mountain, next to the Sky Pirates. And that's the base, and you will see. So here we have Roland and Evan are the two heroes of the game, and this gentleman they are talking to is Batu. He's the head of the Sky Pirates, their leader. So basically it's a quest where Tani, the daughter of Batu, has been abducted by the Wyverns. So it's up to Evan to go and save her, to prove his loyalty to the clan, and then they can help him in return. So what Fred is showing right here is actually the beautiful environment of the Cludcull Canyon, the place where the wind ever blows. It's a pretty interesting place, and you get to see the architecture of the Sky Pirates. Now, as you can see, that's a village that's pretty lively. You've got a bunch of characters. They all have something to say, sometimes just a few sentences, sometimes it's something more. Maybe they will give you a different quest. And as you can see here, the weird motorbike that the Sky Pirates are using. So they basically look like a flying motorcycle with a pair of wings and a machine gun because, you know, pirates.
One of the things about the original game, obviously with this one as well, is the visuals.
Yeah.
Is clearly.
It's the first thing I noticed. Like, I'm new to this game, and there's a very interesting kind of mixture between the 2D anime kind of characters and then the full 3D environment, and it blends so well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so hard to make those things blend.
It's, but somehow Level 5, the team behind the game, has nailed it. So they have some amazing character designer. They're working with Yoshiyuki Momose, who used to be an animator at Ghibli Studio. So he worked on movies like the Spirited Away.
Nice.
Yeah. And
yeah,
exactly.
That's all you really need to say. You worked on, I don't know if you've heard Spirited Away. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
I can see that.
Grave of the Fireflies, for instance.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, did you cry on this one?
Yeah,
I did.
I mean, I'm not gonna admit I cried. I cried literally when you just told me that there was no dripping.
That's true. So what we're going for now is the traveling system. So in between cities or in between dungeons, the view shifts to this diorama mode where all the characters have this chibi look. So they're all tiny with big heads, pretty cute.
That's adorable.
And so that's how you go from one city to the next. But it's not just a linear path, it's actually pretty open. So there's several paths to be taken, and there's a bunch of stuff to loot. So for the sake of the demo, there's actually stuff to be looted everywhere. So next to each tree, there's a pile of gold, or there could be some chests. And see here, Fred has decided to take the left path and to grab some coins on the way. What you can see in the background is different places. So you've got this green plain, and then there's the sea. So interestingly enough, that's where the rest of the game is set. So it's all a connected universe. It's not just, you know, a boxed mission and then you go on for something else. It's actually very lively, and if you pay attention, you can notice details from one segment of the game to the next.
Are you following the storyline through the landscape, or can you go wherever you want to and finish quests and storylines
It's a
there?
mix of both, actually. You've got your main quest that will ask you to go to a specific place, and then there's usually a little bit of time in between two main quests where you can actually go and do whatever you missed or explore a little more. So it's pretty free in that regard. So what we have now is the combat system.
I was going to say, it looks a lot more simplified than from the original game.
Exactly. It's one of the big points of this new game, the action combat system. So everything is very much action-driven. All the movements are linked to a button on the controller. So when Fred is fighting, like square is giving a hit, triangle is giving a heavier hit. So there's a button for range attacks. So it's much more lively than the first one. You do not have to care with or take care of so many monsters at once, or having the different stamina bars. So everything should be faster and hopefully more modern and feels a bit more fluid.
And just like that, victory.
And that's it.
That's how it's done.
That's
how you earn your victory, my friends.
All right.
So tell us about some of the, are we going to see some familiar races or not classes really, but...
Well, hold the tears, but there is no more familiar in that game. So it's over. We don't have the familiar system back in place.
Okay.
I think it was a very, very great addition to the first game, but Level 5 I decided to go for something a bit more, you know, a bit more modern, a bit different. So here's a hidden chest, for instance, that Fred is looting. But as far as the combat system, you've got the Higgledies now. So maybe you didn't pay attention, but during the combat system, there are actually those little sprites following you, and
Yeah.
they're all tied to an element, so the water, plants, the sun, anything. And they will help you on the battlefield in a different way. So sometimes they will just attack the enemies, just like this, and will let you do something else while they are hitting the enemies, like you can get in the back, or you can get something on the floor, like an orb or a bonus. As you can see, we don't have to make every combat, we can avoid them if you want, right? Obviously,
nice
If you
to
are
know.
skilled enough,
Yeah.
or you just want to jump straight into combat, my kind of gameplay style.
if you want to level up, right? So we can see the higgledies next to the character. They're, yeah, in the back. So they just appear there. There's a bunch of 4 different classes in this combat. So every now and then they will have a circle on the floor like this. And if you go in there and if you press square or X, then they will heal you, or they will make an attack, or they do whatever it is they do with their
Nice.
specific
That's
theme.
really cool. I haven't seen that at all before. Like, that's a really new thing to my brain, if that makes sense.
And if you charge your hits next to them, then they will jump on you and they will lend you their power. So if you are charging a hit next to some fire higgledy, for instance, then your hit will be all fiery and you'll have a sword in flames. And so you can do some kind of specific damage type.
Now, do they always pop up for every battle?
Yeah, you can actually gather them. You can find some more. There are some rare higgledies, so in that
Okay.
regard, it replaces the familiar system from the previous game.
Nice.
But you can decide which one you want with you and which one you're going to take. So obviously, for the sake of this demo, it's not that many of kind. So here's a chest that you can't access. So obviously, you will have to find the right path to get
Story
to
of
it.
my life. Sorry, I had to.
But with the Heelys, is that what they're called? The little
The higgledies.
Higglies. With those, are there something that you can expend? Like they will just eventually, like they could get killed and then you won't have them anymore, or that's something that
Yeah,
just.
there's actually a counter of them, and you can lose them. They can be knocked down, but you cannot. They can't die per se. You cannot, lose them forever.
Okay.
But you do have to find some new ones and maybe pick the one you want with you. So now we're arriving at the Wyver's Den, where Tani is being held hostage. So
I wouldn't go in there. You went in.
You
have no choice.
He did. And now we're back into the regular, size for the character. The proportions are right again because we are in a dungeon. And so no more chibi style, no more traveling mode, but the heroes are still there and they're still following you.
Hope so.
And you still have a bunch of stuff to grab, and you still have some chests to find and to open. So there's still some exploration to be made during the adventure, even during the dungeons.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently went back to the original Ni no Kuni, and then I realized that it came out like 2013, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
4 years it took to get the sequel.
Oh yeah,
It's a lot of
yeah,
years.
It's taking a long time because it's a work of love. I mean, there's a huge team working on that game, and they all want the game to be so perfect.
You can't rush love.
No,
I'll
no,
say.
no.
You can't.
Plus, there's so
mean-
many new features in the game. It's incredible. The team is blessing us with some feature to control your kingdom and to master the battles. It's super interesting.
Well, it's faster than the Last Guardian.
Oh yeah, definitely.
is.
But it's not a race, right? Race to the bottom.
It's a race to my heart.
Oh,
My friend's not
is this
holding.
like an end boss?
Yeah, it's the boss of that level,
That sweet hair, though.
Dude.
the Wyvern Warlord.
I want the Wyvern Fro.
So obviously he's gonna send all of his minions first, so you can't just deal with it early. You'll have to beat all of them, but that's a good thing because you get to get some mana orbs to restore your mana bar, and
Okay.
and then hopefully use all of your specific attacks.
See, so sometimes you would think, it'd be smarter to send all your minions in to take care of your problems, but if
no,
they fail,
no.
then all you're doing is boosting up the level of the dude you're trying to destroy. Oh, man. I hope you can do it. I don't know if you can. I think the pressure is on for you to beat the Wyvern Warlord.
Oh, those have a lot of HP for minions.
They do. Well, actually, this combat is not that easy. We actually failed it quite some time during the rehearsals. Interesting.
Rehearsals? What is that?
I have no idea.
We don't need no stinking rehearsals. We'll do it live.
It is live.
We are totally live right now.
Life is life.
Life is live. We're live right now. That's how real it is. We're going straight to live. I hope you can do it. I'm not sure if you can or not. We're going to have to find out. Pressure's on. Clock's ticking. Tick-tock. No pressure, no pressure. Spirit move. Nope, didn't have it. Thought you were gonna do something super awesome right there when I called it.
So your range attack can be charged as well to throw multiple projectiles at the same time.
Oh, what's that?
That's a big stun done by the purple Higgledies.
Looks cool. Oh, he's got some
To
sass.
watch this boss fight. I'm not gonna end until I'm not stopping until he finishes this boss fight. Beat this Wyvern Warlord for the sake of my humble kingdom. It's so humble. I got a crown. Taking this crown too. You guys can't take it back. No take backs. Crown's coming
We're
home.
gonna wear these all week.
Oh,
I
you're
thought.
gonna see me.
That was
Every
the dress
picture of me
code.
is gonna be like, why is he still got the crown on? Bathroom selfies. Pow. Crown.
No, it's my crown.
See?
Too bad.
It's okay.
Oh man.
Don't
It's
worry.
okay, though.
I'll rock it for the both of us.
Oh, we're halfway. Look. I mean, he is halfway.
This is what it's like.
I'm
Come on.
not doing anything.
Some more minions are coming down.
Ni no Kuni 2, you can play with your mind. Watch this.
Ni no
There
Kuni
it-
Dark Souls mode.
There it
It's
is.
gonna take 3 hours.
You can play it with
It's not
potatoes.
that hard.
That's what
But it's not that easy though.
So have you guys announced the release date for Ni no Kuni?
Yeah, the game is slated for release on January 19th next year.
Okay, so that's like right into the new year. A lot of people say early, could mean March. You guys are like, nope.
January 19th.
Just recover from New Year's, celebrate, relax,
And then enjoy Ni no Kuni
and
2.
then Ni no Kuni 2.
He's dead.
See?
Done.
He actually did it.
Oh, you're on
Boom.
You got a
fire.
bus.
And that's how it's done. You can do that too next year.
It's nothing personal. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Here it is, Evan.
My dearest friend.